some Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Come ready?
Check 48, the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Bang, bang.
Gun, gun, gun.
Bang, bang.
8, 8.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun, gun, gun.
48, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man, it's right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Rams' 46-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Let's go, baby. Turn over.
On second and 11 now. Newton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. Now it's Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right down Broadway. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Let's go, boy. Bring it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Gauntl will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
3 ball. Check. Lucky. 4 down. Hey, dude.
A shotgun snap for Gauntl. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 25 on second down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. Out of the gun, Newton. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And some space here. The 20. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 8. Here we go again. He's coming.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third down and 4.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 4.
Great. Check 48 to Momo. Check 48 to 8. Check the out.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I got it. Hey!
Get wide.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Gone. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Mike, ready? You don't want none. Great.
Tighten up. Switch.
Newton to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Inside give to Arma, the fullback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Kill. Kill. Turn up. Check safety. Hey, alert 3. Do.
Here's Davis running right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Davis, 33 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On first down, it's gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Gone. Going up top. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw. Flushed out right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Go. Go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 24, check 24.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. 8. It's a party now. Check 37.
Newton now to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gun.
Mike is 50.
Operating from the gun. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Panthers' 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Shell.
Here's Gauntl. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Like 20, 14.
Throwing on third. Gauntl. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Check. 20. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Kill.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
No gain on this defense. No gain. Check.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now gone. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
48,
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Newton on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right to the 3. Eight.
Here's Davis now. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
There you go.
Express!
Hey! Check. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The 1st down carry for Davis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Newton. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 49, check 49, check 49. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Gauntl3t's kick is right through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 20. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Newton looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd and goal. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Aaron Donald getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. So out comes the field goal team once more. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gano's kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Again, they run with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, gone. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
We go to that. 180.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final score, Rams 38, Panthers 19.